Um, this is Allison,
And this is Nina,
and
and
this
this
is
is
Chaotic
Chaotic Good.
Good, your anything but neutral reality TV podcast.
And today we're going to be recapping Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 3.
Yes, but an
We
important
have, yes, we have big news.
news. It's not
Allison,
crazy news, but it's like if you're watching this on YouTube, you can tell we're not sitting next to each other side by side. Um, and that's because I'm in Italy. And I'm literally seeing Nina and I haven't seen her in days. And I'm so excited. It's like 11 p.m. here. All my family is tucked into bed. My mom told me to be safe when I went down to the hotel lobby. She's like, "Are you gonna be okay?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, Mom. I've got to go podcast about
podcast.
Real Housewives."
Yeah.
So it's really important, and I'm staying up.
That is amazing. I want to hear, you know me, I want to hear every like nitty gritty detail. I just love also hearing just like the travel stories, like the
Oh, I
getting.
have some, of course.
Okay, go, because I'm anyone who cares. I'm still in town. There's nothing going on with me, so I want to hear.
Okay.
Wow, so
Well, I feel like we should just say a little bit about our weekend that we had before because it was such a cute weekend.
oh, you're right. You're right. That
Let's
truly was
just,
my
we might,
alignment pretty
I feel
much.
like this podcast might, well, we're going to get to the recap, but we have lots to catch up on first.
Ew. Um.
So on
Well, yeah.
Friday, we had Oktoberfest, which was so fun. I got dressed up in a dirndl and I was looking very cute. My parents were also dressed up in their lederhosen and their dirndl.
It was
Um,
adorable. It was very, very cute.
and Nina,
Yeah.
could you believe how I fared in the costume contest?
Unfortunately, when I saw the competition, I did know where it was headed.
Yeah, because I
Because
thought I looked really good, but
oh,
someone
and
else
when I saw
won.
you, yeah, when I saw you, I was like, oh, she's got this in the bag. Because also, by the way, listeners, fans, we have been talking about Oktoberfest since last Oktoberfest. I feel like we had such a fun time last year that we were like, and we saw so many people dress up. We were like, oh, we're dead next year. We're planning this. We're doing this now. Fell off the wayside on my end, but Allison stuck to it. She found an amazing costume, looked so cute in it. She did her hair. She had these great clogs. Like it really was the whole look. And then,
And
wouldn't you know?
then
And then
my
disaster.
competition entered the brewery,
Yes, and it
which
entered with not two but four legs, and a little dirndl because it was in fact a dachshund.
it was a little
Uh,
wiener dog
it was a little wiener.
named Bismarck.
Wearing a
And
little dress.
he won. The dog won. The moment I walked in, they're like, "Oh, the only other person who's entered the costume contest at this moment is the dog." And I was like, "Oh, a dog, cool, whatever." And then I saw the dog and I was like, "Okay."
I mean, I knew it was gonna be a bloodbath when your own mom was
Yeah,
saying,
my mom was walking around because my mom was also dressed up, and people were like, "Oh, how do we vote for you?" My mom's like, "Don't vote for me, vote for the dog." And then I'm like coming up behind her, like, no, what?" Like
"Wait, what?"
campaigning all by myself. Um, but yeah, I'm very happy for Bismarck, and I hope he's like really enjoying his win.
Exactly. Oh, it's
Nina also had an incredible win on her side. Her
yes.
girlfriend won the Stein holding competition. However, there's also an asterisk on that win as well,
Oh wait, there.
in a way.
What?
Just because there was like they had it, there was like a male winner and like a
Oh
female
yeah,
winner, but I'm
yes,
still glad that they at least
yeah,
she had a win. But yeah, the stein
yes,
holding competition is when you like hold the beer out with your arms straight, and it's like a whole stein of beer. And yeah, she slayed.
she slayed it. Yeah, yeah, she held it up. It was very exciting. I love the sign holding competition, and she had also been talking about it for a while, so we knew this was coming up. She was planning on it. She maybe practiced a little bit on it, but it was very exciting to see, and I was so happy for her. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
It
And
was
then Nina had a big moment that weekend too. You went to your first UGA football game.
yeah. So this kind of goes into my
My little
alignment.
librarian indie sleaze girl found
Yes, I did.
herself at a
I
little normie event. I'm so proud of her.
Yes, I wore a mesh jersey. Uh,
Cute.
I got a supersized Diet Coke. I had a hat. Um, yes, y'all, I was this. So, yeah, this is kind of like part of my alignment, which I'm dedicating to my girlfriend, Anna, because also, I don't know if you knew this, but it is International Lesbian Day, as Instagram told me before I got on. So,
Amazing.
congrats to everybody
All
who
the
celebrates this day
lesbians,
and
we
every
love
day.
you.
We love y'all so much. Please follow us. Please listen to our podcast. We love you
Yes.
so much. Um, so yes, this alignment is pretty much going out to my girlfriend Anna because yes, pretty much I went to this football game because of her. It was very important to her. She loves the dogs. Uh, Go dogs, sick 'em, woof woof. And it was this like very big deal to like, take me to my first football game. And it just felt, I'm sure in her head, it's very lawful good to
Yes.
It says, and you know what? And yeah, and I went and it was a blast. Thankfully it was nice weather. It was like kind of cloudy, but the nice kind of cloudy. Where
Mm-hmm.
it's just like the sun is just not beating down on you. It's not too hot. It was like perfect temperatures. It was a fun game. It was UJ versus Kentucky, which yes, I didn't realize until I got to
The day before, I'm like,
stadium.
oh, who's playing? Because like that shows a lot about me. Is I'm like, oh, who's playing is the day before, and you're like, oh, it's
And now she's asking me.
Auburn.
By the way, that she's asking me. She's like, "Oh, who's playing? Who's playing?"
And I'm like,
And
oh,
I'm
I'm like,
like,
oh,
"Auburn."
okay, it's Auburn. And then like I end up having like six other conversations about the football game like later that night and the next day. And then literally the TV comes on and it's Kentucky. And I'm like, wait, Jeff, no, it's supposed to be Auburn playing. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, Nina said.
Nina,
I'm like, wait,
Nina said. And yeah, so that's egg on my face. Yes, I'm sorry for that. Um, uh, but overall, again, as someone that really doesn't know anything about football, I had a good time. It was fun to see the little dancers, the cheerleaders. It was also homecoming, so they gave out a crown to some people. Um,
so your alignment is the lawful good because you did the
yes,
lawfully correct thing and went to a Georgia football game finally.
yes, I do believe my girlfriend would see it that way. Yes.
I'm very happy for you both.
Thank you. Okay, so that's pretty much. I think that
Okay.
pretty much wraps up our
I think
weekend.
that wraps it up. I wanted to shine a light on those two or three momentous things. But yes, for me, my alignment is neutral good. Life is good.
Oh, that was
Life
good.
is good. I'm in Italy with my family right now, so like
Oh,
life is amazing.
ciao
Um,
bella.
you want to know what is, but I also have things that are chaotic good. I have things that are chaotic evil that have
Ooh,
happened to me.
oh
So,
God.
okay. So
Yeah,
on the chaotic good front,
yes.
um, the vibe that I did not expect to lean into so much is wearing an Italy t-shirt matching with the fam, getting on the plane like, oh, you want to know where we are? We're going to Italy. If you read it on our chests. And yes, we're matching because before when my auntie texted me this, I was like, oh, but I had a whole airplane outfit planned. Like it's all like laid out. Like, what do
Same.
you know? Like that shirt, it's more of like a sleep shirt maybe for me, or like you know, usually I don't wear graphic tees as much like that. And then I was like, Allison, screw it. Have the ego of death and get
Yes.
over yourself and have some fun. And matching t-shirts are fun. So that's the
They are so,
chaotic good in my life.
I'm
So
so glad you did that. I remember you mentioning the t-shirts and yeah, I'm glad you leaned in. And they look
leaned
so good.
in.
I saw the photo. It was they're I will say cuter than what I was picturing.
They're
I don't
cute.
know if I was
And
picturing
we
it
were a
really cute.
unit. And I
Yep.
like it. It's like this is my posse and we're going
Zach.
to Italy.
Yeah, you're rolling
Boom.
deep.
Boom.
Yeah.
So that was my chaotic good that I leaned into and I'm embracing wholeheartedly. And then the chaotic evil was our layover in the Charles de Gaulle airport in Paris, which is funny because my dad, this whole lead up to the trip was like, oh, just you wait until you go through Charles de Gaulle. Just you wait. Yeah, ask me how
Oh,
that
so good for you.
goes after you come back. And I'm like, Dad, like chill out. Cause like he traveled to work sometimes to
Mhm.
France like over 10 years ago. So I'm like, it's over 10 years ago. I mean, like things at our airport, the Atlanta airport, which is an insane airport, like I feel like we do like trial by fire every time we go through that airport. It's like I
Really like
can
circle of hell, yes.
literally I can handle the Atlanta airport where they just yell and scream at you and call you a big old dummy to your face as you go through security. And I was like, I got this. Well, our layover was very short. It was an hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
But and I booked the flight, so like that's my fault.
I'm
Like
scared. I'm
because I was
scared.
like because I think like the prices of the tickets were not the price I wanted. The moment like the layover was like a nice like cushy like 2 to 4 hours. I was like, nope, I like these prices. An hour and 35 minutes. We got this. So we land and then immediately it's like usually you get to like just go off the concourse and like right into the gates. No, we had to like deplane and like go down the plane and and then we had to like get on a shuttle bus and then like it took forever for the shuttle bus to leave. So by the time we like get to the point where we like need to be going through customs, it's like already been a minute. And then we get to customs and I might be like a little bit naive, but they had me like take out my laptop, take out my all of my toiletries. They removed all of the toiletries because I didn't have them in like plastic bags. But like I've never had to go through plastic bags, like clear toiletry bags through airport security in like years. And so then
Yeah.
they removed all of my toiletries like in line and I'm literally like our flight like leaves in like 30 minutes, like 25 minutes. And we're like putting my shampoo bottle and they're like checking the fluid ounces on my shampoo. And I'm like, trust me, I bought the freaking like airport version of all this stuff. We finally get through that. I swear they check our boarding passes like 6 times, check our passports 4 times, which is like overwhelming for
Yeah.
some of us, for all of us, because people like have their like little zipper spot for all
Yeah.
their things. So they would like show their passport and then they get their passport back in their little zippered spot, zip it up, and then, oh, yet again, you have
Oh,
to
we need
pull
it
it
again.
up.
Oh, we need it again. Yeah, yeah.
And so, yeah, I ended up running to the gate and we made it, but we made it. But I was like, my dad was right.
Cute, cute,
Charles de
cute.
Gaulle is chaotic evil because I just was, because also in the Atlanta airport, they're doing so much like facial recognition shit now. It's like they hardly even like look at your passport because they like know. They like
Really?
know if you're in the airport or not. It's like we have cameras scanning your face, whereas like they didn't, but it's okay. That's my chaotic evil.
Oh
But
my
yes, since then we have
God.
landed and we've been having a great time. So yesterday we landed and then we went on a food tour and we tried wine through a wine window and we had charcuterie and pasta and like this special Florentine steak and then gelato. And do you know the rule about gelato? That I
No.
didn't know. So
No,
like
what's cool?
supposedly like the gelato that's like open and out in the cases and like is in big mounds and it has like bright colors and stuff is like the bad gelato. It's like the gelato you don't eat, which like all of my family knew that and I didn't. Because they're like, because on our food tour, they took us to a good gelato spot and they immediately were like, mm, that's good.
Because the ice cream was like away. It wasn't
It
like in a
was
window
it
where you could
was
just like
in it was like in a case and there was lids over
okay.
all of it. It's not shown. And that's the sign. Because supposedly if it's like covered, it means it's being made fresh daily. And like for it to be like in those mounds, like those big fluffy mounds that you see, it like requires like preservatives and like additives and stuff for it to like stay that shape. And like real good gelato couldn't do that. You have to like reach down and scoop it. And it was really good gelato. And
Fascinating.
now I'm like walking around and it's like all of the gelato spots are the bad gelato. And now I'm like, no, don't eat like, mm-mm,
Don't get it near me, Pat.
no, no. Like we left dinner tonight and we're like, oh, we would really love some gelato. And they're like, yeah, but where's the good gelato? And they're like, oh,
Where?
there's like a gelato spot like right next to our hotel. And we're like, okay, we'll stop by. But if it's the bad kind, we will not have a single bite. Someone was like, well, we could maybe like try it. I bet it's not that bad. It's like, no, we're not
No.
wasting our time with the
No,
bad
absolutely
gelato.
not. You're in Italy. You're not gonna waste your time on. Yeah, you've a whole new world has opened up for you where you're not gonna go back.
Exactly. We this morning we went on an art tour guided tour of like the big famous museum, the Uffizi Museum, which has like all like Botticelli's and Michelangelo paintings and Raphael paintings. It was beautiful. It was very crowded, very busy. There was, a lot of tourists here, a lot of American tourists. Which, like, I mean, I'm not that surprised about, but still, I'm just like, what? I literally hear Americans speaking at all times. And like foreign people, but like a little too much. Like,
Lot of
you know,
Americans. Yeah,
my
yeah.
kind of people.
Yeah, it's like you left the States to like,
I know. And I feel like I'm gonna like run into someone I know at any point. Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, Jenny down the block.
you
What?
probably could. I will not be shocked
Because
if you do.
I will say, so Jeff and I went to Malta earlier this summer, zero Americans. The whole
That's
we were there for like 10, 11 days. And in that entire span of time, we overheard one American couple, like a mom and a daughter. And that was it.
amazing.
It still was very touristy and stuff, but it was like all like British people and like Italians and Spanish and Russians and all that, which I kind of liked. But it's okay. I'm fine with the Americans. Another take I have is
Yeah.
all of the weird TikTok content
Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah.
people.
I posted about that. Was it just, is it just that they're doing
They're like
just like,
doing like really because okay, like
like
what I am used to on trips is like people being like like they're just like they just like stand in front of the thing and then they have someone take their photo and it's like, look, I went here and I took a photo and I'm cute and I wore an outfit. And maybe like a little silly like but these TikTokers are like there's some kind of bigger like content strategy at play
yeah.
because they're doing like some like just weird stuff like that one girl that I posted the picture of she was like doing like this in front of all the photos and then like she would like reach her arm out like in front of her as if she was like beckoning to the painting and I saw her do that several times so it must be like being layered on in some kind of way but I was like what like why just and then there was another I was like in front of a fountain and this girl like comes in and she has like her friend like trailing her and like filming her. She comes and stomping and she just is like so angry.
No.
And it's so just like and then they stop filming and then they're like laughing. And I'm like, are you angry? Like what's the like
What's the
are you
vibe?
like upset? And there's just a lot of people like running up to something and someone's like filming them and they run up and then they turn around and it's like I'm like I just can't keep up. I can't. For us that we are
It would
so
be fascinating
intimidated
to
by like
like
reels and like the two of us were like we would need to make
me
a
too. Yeah.
reel for our podcast and we're just like yeah, we'll get around to that like Q4 baby. Like we're handling it.
I mean, Q4 is yeah, yeah. We're
But
we're
these
gonna be
kids
and we're
are
gonna turn
like so like they're intimidating me. They're so on top of it. They're like the content is like already planned out. The shots are already like detailed and they're like getting to the location and they're like ready to go. And I'm like, wow.
I know we could learn a lot. We could learn a lot from them for sure.
And
Also,
then
I just spotted Katie picked up something from the porch, but she
I
just
miss
went real
my
quick.
Katie.
I'm gonna see her in a little bit to watch Survivor later.
Oh my God. Oh, I miss y'all.
Oh, miss you too. But I'm so excited to hear about your trip. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. And we went on an artisan tour. And so we met some artisans that make like jewelry and like do the Florentine like mosaics. So that was incredible. And then we did a paper marbling workshop this
Oh,
afternoon where like you
yeah.
have like a vat of liquid and then you like put the paint in there and then you swirl in the color. So we got to pick our colors and then we did our like different patterns and then we're picking up our paper marble piece tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Do you have an idea what you want to use that paper for? Because I'm guessing it's like a big, is it like a big piece?
It's a big piece of paper, so there is an option to like have it made like into like a journal, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna think on it because like of course my colors are like total like acid trippy like rave girl colors, and everyone all of my lady fam are like still very bright fun colors, but like they make sense, and mine are kind of like it's like lime green, red, black, white, and then everyone else did like patterns where you have like this like thing and you like do like set patterns and I was like freestyle like you know.
Oh, good.
So, but when I was flicking it, like flicking the painting on, because I got like dressed up for dinner because I wanted to look cute, but we were doing paper marbling before. And everyone else was like dressed up like, oh, we're doing an art class. We might get paint on us. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get paint on myself. And I'm going to wear my cute outfit.
Allison,
I got paint. I
a
got
lot
red.
or just nothing you
I
notice?
got
Like,
red paint flecks on my new trousers. My new trousers.
yeah,
And you want
yeah.
to know who is a better, more supportive, loving mom than Muzzy in Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? My mom.
I was gonna
Because
say
my
you're
mom was in the bathtub with me, us scrubbing it with our fingernails with soap to get all the paint out.
good.
Because
Oh,
I
that
literally, she was like about to go to bed and she's like, no, we need to clean your pants. And then
you
we
didn't
were
do it
like in
right.
it and she just was like there and she's my rock. And
That's
I love
lovely.
her.
That's lovely. I'm so glad. What if some y'all have so many fun activities? Is every day gonna be filled
Oh
with
yeah.
like? Oh, I love.
We are
I
doing a watercolor class tomorrow.
oh my
And then the
gosh.
next day we're doing a cooking class. And then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day, and the next day. So
I can't wait. Oh, so fun. I can't wait to hear how it goes in tomorrow's recording.
yes, you'll only hear more. You'll only hear more. And yeah, you all of our amazing listeners will be able to follow along on the Italy trip. No, it's amazing. And I am excited to talk about Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Me
Do you
too. Me
wanna
too.
do you wanna kick off this recap?
Let's do it.
Okay, amazing. So Nina, surprise, surprise, I don't have a slide deck
It's
prepared for
okay.
us today.
It's it's okay because
But
because we start back up easy for us. It starts back up in that cursed
and
dinner
at the science fair.
at the science fair. Exactly at the cursed
And
science.
and Whitney has put herself in timeout,
Yes.
which is something I did as a kid. Like
Oh,
I
you
like my
did that.
mom, like if I had like big feelings, if things weren't going my way, I would like leave. Like I would like leave the situation and then go freak out in another room because I think my that's how like my mom would be like, okay, like you're being too much right now. How about you just like go in another room and like, let it all out. So I would do that. I would be on like play dates and things wouldn't be going my way. Like I'd be like, oh, we should play this game. And they'd be like, no, what about this? And I'd be like, oh my God. And then I would like leave to another room, go grab a pillow and scream into it. And like the mom, like this, like at the house would see that and be like, what's wrong with her? And it's like, it's literally like, just let me,
Just let me
like,
get it out. Yeah,
just,
I'm
I'm
feeling
fine. And then I'd be like, ready to play.
well, I think that's very lovely and self-aware of you, and amazing to hear that you did that as a kid. I definitely did not have that self-awareness. I truly was just like, I'm angry and it's everybody's fault, but my
Well,
own.
hey, I hold
I
space for
very
that
much was
too. But
like,
anyway, I related to Whitney being like, I need to take a step out.
yeah. Which wouldn't that be nice? I feel like it would be maybe it would be nice for other housewives to maybe learn
Well,
from her
you know what it
example.
made me think
Little,
of? It made me think of Jawan when he was having a hard time with the fire and he was getting a little overwhelmed. And so he stepped away. And Savannah was like, wow, I don't want to work with this man anymore. In
I
Survivor, y'all, if y'all are not listening to our Survivor podcasting, this is some Survivor drama. It's
just need to take that. Just
like
take
that
it.
man was being like a responsible adult and was like, I'm gonna go have a freaking freak out and
Yeah,
scream in the woods.
yeah, and
And
not
you
make anybody
guys,
else's
you
problem.
guys don't have to see
Right? Like,
that.
yeah, you don't have to see it. It's not your issue. I'm gonna deal with it, and then I'm gonna come back, and we'll be fine. So I thought it was great. I thought it was great that when he did that. So yeah, she steps away, and Lisa, as far as I wrote down, like it does seem like it's just Lisa and Angie.
So
Just
yeah, well, they start going into the like lunatic fringe franchising of it all. So
oh
Lisa
yes.
is because she does go after people's businesses. That's her shtick. And so she's like, oh, you say you own 10 salons, but really you only own one and a half. And then Angie's like, I own three and the rest are franchise. So, okay, I'm confused. And I like tried to like, I was like, Reddit, tell me. And like, they haven't told me yet. Like, tell me Reddit. Okay, because there's some versions of this that I'm like, would annoy me. And
Hmm.
other versions of just like, Lisa, what are you talking about? Okay, so if they really only own three lunatic fringes, and then
Hmm.
but they own lunatic fringe like the brand, and then the rest are franchises, like easy money, baby, franchise that.
Great.
Like,
Yeah.
no, you're not like operating 10 salons, but you're like cashing checks on
Yeah.
10 salons. And that is just like, if you like started McDonald's and maybe you only like personally, like your family only personally runs and operates three McDonald's,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
the
And
rest are like franchise under you. I'm like,
exactly. Yeah.
very, very impressive. However, flip side,
Okay. What's the flip side?
does Angie only run three or Lisa says one and a half?
Five.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Where
what? Where are these numbers coming from? If she
from?
only runs 1.5 and it's under, she's running that as a franchise person. So that like on the flip side would be like if I started a McDonald's and I said, "Oh yeah, I run all the McDonald's in the world. I own all the McDonald's, but really I just franchise one or a couple, and the
Yeah.
rest are other franchises that I have nothing to do with, that I'm claiming them
But you're
as
claiming
being a
them as,
business as a business owner."
oh man, there's got to be some info on this.
Yeah,
Really
I
confused
also
by
don't really care, but I'm just like, but what
yes.
is it? And she's like, you do French fries, I do franchise. And Mary's like, that's good.
That's good.
And then the Fresh Wolf drama drops.
Yes, yes, which I kept writing in my notes Grey Wolf. And not Grey Wolf, it's Fresh Wolf,
Why
of
Gray
course.
Wolf? Is there a Gray Wolf
You
in your
know what? I'm
life?
trying to think. I was also trying to think. I'm like, why do I keep thinking Grey Wolf? Is this like is that like a Game of Thrones thing? I don't know. I feel like there was
Dire
something
Wolf.
that's Dire Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
must have been something in the zeitgeist where I kept just
Well,
thinking
I think you're writing down a brand that you've never heard of and nothing's
exactly.
been done for
Yeah.
it. Because I also think this is a Lisa MO,
Mm.
possibly, is that she like well, okay. It's like I do give her a little bit of a caveat because it's like it's kind of her son's responsibility. Like, hello, Henry and Jack, you run the brand.
Yeah, I don't think you're a smart
Mommy and
girl.
daddy
You're
set it
12 years old.
up.
Yeah,
Like,
get off
and
your ass
so
and work.
like try to get on Shark Tank, baby. Like sell me, sell me, sell me. But people have talked about how like her brands, like how much of a real business are they? Because it's like people have never seen social media ads for these brands. They like you can't really buy them at all. It's all like pre-order or it's like not like, you know, no product has been like replaced or sold from Angie's salon. And but it sounds like they got some investment from Angie. So it's like, what are they, it's just another one of those businesses. What are they doing that money with? And and then Angie is like, and you're not doing anything with Fresh Wolf, and then you're trying to be a sponsor for Caritis.
Yeah.
Okay, Nina, as a hair girly, what is
Yes.
Caritis?
Heritage
Dermatique?
is kind of like a mid luxury like hair brand. It's like a little bit higher than honestly the stuff that I buy. It's like in the same
Well, you have
uh
beautiful hair,
thank you
so
so much. Oh, thank you so much. But um uh it's like on the same wavelength that's like Crown Affair, Oribe, like you know that that brand like way like
you're speaking another language to me, but I
it's
love.
just yeah,
I'm
like
excited to learn more.
it's a bit more expensive than like
Well, you're
drugstore.
saying
Um,
it's not sea line.
it's not, yeah,
It's not sea line. It's an
right.
AB.
It is, yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
maybe what you're doing. Okay, another thing with the sea line, I really don't think that's a diss
You don't
because no,
like
because
instead of saying like D or F or whatever,
well,
or
I feel like her saying like, oh, it's a sea line brand and it belongs in Walmart. if I saw a fresh wolf in Walmart, I would be like, holy shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
that is good. If you watch Shark Tank ever, you're talking about like how many Targets are you in? How many Walmarts are you in? Are you on Amazon? What units are you selling? No one's asking like, oh, are you in boutique salons in Salt Lake City?
Exactly. Exactly.
No, it's like that's when you're moving units, baby. Capitalism thrives and lives in places like Walmart. And so like Sea Line, it's the line that, real people can afford.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, I'm all for a Sea Line. I mean, what you're using for your hair may be
I'm using a sea
technically
lion,
sea.
exactly,
She,
which I love, and I
and
love
Nina
it.
has gray hair,
Yeah.
and she's using a Sea Line brand.
Yes. Um. Uh. Yeah. So I'm like looking at my list. So
Yeah, no, then Heather tries to make
Heather,
peace.
exactly. Heather tries to.
Typical.
Um.
She's like, you guys don't need to go low. I understand that you want to clear your name. I understand you want to like defend your business. And I'm not friends with you because you do this. I'm not friends with you because you do that. I'm friends with you because I have a great time with you. I'm
Hmm.
like,
Let
just
me.
these are just women screaming at each other. But yeah, sure, you're just friends with each other because y'all
You
have a
enjoy.
great time together.
Yeah. 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 Right. 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 Right.
And then
So
the vulnerability. It's like, Lisa, you
I
can't be
okay. I did write
vulnerable.
that down. Lisa being, I'm very vulnerable. I'm so vulnerable. I wrote that down because I literally wrote, this is so toxic. Because they get
Yeah.
into, because then that kind of delves into like the convo changes to like, I'm yelling at you and screaming at you and saying the meanest shit to you because I love you so much.
Yeah.
Because I love
Oh
you
God, I
so
hate
much.
that stuff. It's like
You are such a good friend. Like that actually really, I really hated that. I know these women
I fight hard because I love hard.
exactly. It's and anybody who's listening, that's not right. That's not right. Friends don't do that. By the way,
No.
we've gone into art. You can get into arguments with friends. You can have tiffs by all means, but the stuff that they're saying and doing, and then blaming it on actually like because they love them so much. I'm just saying that's this is like abusive behavior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like what abusers say. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it.
Oh no, no, completely. Well, all these women have to like they're like all of their friendships are all hanging on by a thread because of
Truly.
this show and because of like who they are. So they just have to be like, oh yeah, I fight because I love, and I'm an asshole because I love. And then Lisa starts going around the table. She's like, Lisa's like, I love you, Heather. And Heather's just like eating, like
Eating it up. Oh my god,
she's
eating
got tears in her eyes, and she's like so just like locked in. She's like, you're tough on me. You're hard on me when I need it. And Heather, I just love you. And it's like Heather's dream. Like this is all she wants from her girl friendships. And then she turns to Bronwyn and she's like, I see and acknowledge Bronwyn. Like she's like, I acknowledge her.
I acknowledge you. Well, and doesn't she say something about like I know I say that I don't like you because she said it earlier in
Yeah.
lunch, but she's like, but I did she go into like oh, and I feel comfortable saying that because I care so much about you. We've been so close for so long, like something like that. Again, like
She
just
kind of does a roundabout statement. I just like the phrase of
yeah,
like,
I
and
acknowledge you.
I like see you and I acknowledge you. As in like you're sitting there and I hate you. But I'm
Exactly.
being vulnerable right now. So what I'm saying is you're sitting there.
You're sitting there and that's happening. So yeah. Yeah,
And
not great, not a super great resolution for anybody. Even though maybe they could kind of see it as like, I guess her and Angie, Lisa and Angie, like did kind of apologize to each other a little bit. I
no,
didn't really
I
sense
feel
that.
like no, they're gasoline on fire for the rest of the
Okay,
episode
okay, that's
because
what I thought. That's what
Because
I
Bronwyn and Lisa actually have the makeup. They're the ones that are like kind of finding their way back because I think Bronwyn is like obsessed with people liking her. And I was obsessed with like feeling like she's in control of relationships. And so
considered.
she's crawling back into Lisa's little crevice. So
Well, and why do you think it's because of that that Lisa does give her the time of day and not Angie because she sees that like Bronwyn
I just feel like Bronwyn, although like she is engaging in these conflicts because she's a housewife, I think she's just she is a people pleaser and she is like she admits that she's obsessed with people liking her. And she said that to Todd at the lunch, at their like little like dolce Italian lunch. And I think she's always been on a path to fixing it with Lisa. And then they might go back to being bad again. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely how I see it. So then we leave the science fair, thank God, and we land in Meredith's shop, and she has a new idea for her storefront.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be what like jewelry focused in the front and then a caviar lounge in the back?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark.
What do
Yeah,
you think
totally.
of that?
Well, of course, my first thought when we were back in her store was, oh my gosh, that cursed store where, oh gosh,
Jen
what is
Shaw's assistant?
Denshaw's assistant steals the clutch?
Yes, the green clutch. Yeah, it was well, like
Clutch?
it was Monica, right? It was
It's
Monica that stole
Monica.
it. Yeah, it was. Oh my
Yes,
God, it was
yes.
Monica. No, and I just like saw the storefront and I'm like, oh, she's like still like paying rent and like doing the storefront thing.
Yes.
Because sometimes like little tiny retail shops like that, and she's off DJing. Does she even like live in Salt Lake City throughout the year? But anyway, I guess she still has the storefront,
Yes, yeah, it's
turning
still
wants to turn it into a caviar lounge. I'm kind of like, when is the DJ storyline gonna
yes.
drop? Because
When
I'm kind of tired of the caviar talk.
I'm tired
Like,
of the caviar, I'm tired of the bath bombs. I'm tired of this I'm tired of this like peddler shit. Like I wrote down that I'm actually really sick of housewives like wanting to all be CEOs now. Like I'm
yes.
starting
It's like
businesses.
Whitney, like she's like, it is a
Yes,
sign from God. I need to get back on my stripper
yes,
pole. And I'm
right.
like,
Yes. Which I was like, yes, Whitney, yes, get back on that pole, girl. Yes, we love
yes,
you. We love you for it. We really do. And I'm so sick of like that's become this thing where I don't know. I kind of wonder what franchise started it. I wonder if
I know.
it was in New York, like OT.
Bethany.
Yeah, there we go. That she's the blueprint, truly, of like
So
these house.
I was like reading something about like there's like a Bethany clause, or there's like she like really changed the way that the contracts are because she pretty much accepted being paid pennies to be on the show.
Mm,
But it was in her contract that she was able to promote the hell out of Skinny Girl and not give Bravo any cut of that. And that is what like launched her brand and everything. So it's
and
yeah.
now she's set for the rest of her life and her kids' life and everything. So it's
Mhm.
fascinating. So yes. So
No,
now
I'm tired of it too.
I'm tired of it.
Bravo, if you're listening,
Oh,
rein it in.
rein it in. If you're gonna these new housewives that are coming, I swear to God, they better not have a job. They better
They
not
better be a housewife kept in the
have to.
home.
I don't want to see them with jobs. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. This I feel like such a.
Yeah,
I
I'm
feel
actually
misogynist, but you know what I.
thinking,
Y'all know what I. Y'all know what I mean. I'm just sick of
yeah.
like peddling shit to me every episode. I'm over it. Exactly. So anyway,
Actually, I'm thinking Bronwyn doesn't really, I mean, she's kind of an influencer type, but she does not peddle stuff.
which I think is a reason why I think people like her. I think
Yeah.
her personality, her like fun outfits, sure, but I think when people tell like when I'm reading things or people talking about her, like oh she's such a breath of fresh air, even though she's kooky in her own way and annoying in her own ways. I
And
think
kind
it's
of
because
boring in her own ways. Like she kind of has like a stiff
yes,
personality sometimes. Yeah.
oh totally. But I do think part of people liking her is that she is just kind of like being
She's a
right,
housewife. And
housewife
that's
being
how we like our women on these
exactly.
shows. We do like CEOs, just like be better CEOs. Yeah, so she
Definitely be better.
I do like the idea of a caviar lounge because I know like Nina, if we went to Salt Lake City,
Yes, we would.
would we go to Meredith's,
Absolutely.
Speakeasy Caviar Lounge 100%. And we would like buy like the cheapest thing on the menu because like I'm not spending a lot of money on caviar. Like I'm not doing that. Also, she could do DJ sets
I was
in
gonna
our
say
caviar lounge.
I would love for her instead of this like store, I would love her to just go in on like a bar or
While
like
you're
exactly
telling lies, I'm dropping the beat. While you're telling lies, I'm dropping the beat.
exactly. I need like a Tom Tom Club, but like
Yes.
with Meredith Marks. Yeah, yeah.
I need Meredith in the Premier Vita Lounge. So anyway, not much else to say. Seth and Chloe were there. Seth is like, "I'll pick you up," and picks up his daughter, and Meredith is like, her head. And I'm like, wow, what was it like raising babies
Oh,
with Seth? Because I bet he was just like throwing them around like they were toys or something.
yeah. It just it's not a good thought. It's not a nice thought thinking about that.
I'm just like, yeah, Meredith is like afraid for her kid's safety when Seth's around because he is a goofball and can't be trusted.
And I will say it does seem like the kids turned out okay.
Oh yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chloe.
I think Meredith's a great mom.
So
She
too.
is.
She's
Uh,
kooky, but I think she's a good anyway.
yeah, I just
What's
whenever she's like hanging out with her kids, I'm just like I could just see myself like also just hanging out. Like, oh, I just want to go hang out with my mom this weekend, guys. I'll see you later. And my
you can
mom's
tell
Meredith Marks.
that they like hanging out with their mom, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. So then we head over to the Hash Kitchen
Ash Kitchen, yes. I wrote that down as well.
for about a
That should be in
2 minute
my back.
scene to a 2 minute scene to just for Mary to be like, oh yeah, I tasted hospital when she
And
drank tequila and when she drank Lisa's Vita tequila.
yeah, which was fascinating to get that call back to I want to say the first season.
There were
Where she,
some really good first season callbacks, but we'll get to the other one. But no, that one was a good one. You smell
yeah,
like hospital.
where did
And the
she say
thing is that when she said you smell like hospital, she was right. Because those like Jen had been in the hospital that whole week. And when she hugged Jen, it was like at a lunch, and she's like she literally just smelled hospital. And it was right. It was correct. She's she's got the touch, she's got the taste. So maybe Vita is
us?
somehow hospital related. Um, okay, so okay, they just walked by. So if you're listening to the podcast, I am recording from the breakfast restaurant lounge of the hotel with the courtyard behind me. And yeah, sometimes like waiters walk by and I just go like, because I'm on a work call.
Miracle. Thank you.
This is work. And I'm like, she hugged her and she smelled like hospital. And they're like, if they know English very well, they're like, how is this a work call? This is work, baby.
Maybe.
This is work. So
So that's
then we get to Whitney and Justin's home, and
yes.
they are putting the stripper pole back, baby.
Yes, as it should be. Talk about lawful good. Things are as they should be.
She like bends down. She's like, I don't know, I put it up like this. And I'm like, yes, girl, more of that. Just strut yourself
So
around.
crazy. Whitney is so hot. She is so fun, but I just find Justin to be so repugnant. I like
I
can't
like Justin.
do. Oh,
Yeah, I really like their energy together.
yeah, I mean they do seem like they're crazy about each other. I don't
Yeah, he
know.
just seems like really relaxed around her. He's always seemed supportive of her. And I feel like he's like, he puts Whitney on this pedestal and he's like, you do you, baby, and I just support you. And I have not seen that from other men. I think people are like leaning, oh, they're like just not physically into him. I don't know. Why do you find him
That's
repugnant? I like
it was
Justin.
that. I think it's maybe the physical. When I see him, I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of giving. For anyone who's ever watched porn, it's kind of giving
Boren?
porn, P-O-R.
Porn. Oh,
It's kind of
sorry.
giving that
I don't know
couple
what
where
that
it's like,
is. What is that?
well, no, it's just kind of, yeah, it's kind of giving like a porn couple where I feel like it's always like where it's like when it's a man and a woman, usually the woman is like so smoking hot, and then the guy's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of giving that to me
You
as far as
know,
looks. As far as looks.
I just, yeah, he just seemed, it just the way like he smiles at her and stuff, it just feels like, it just feels more genuine than some of the other husbands. His communication style, I'm much more into. But anyway, she's installing the stripper pole again. And they do that flashback. She's like, I miss back in the day when me having a stripper pole was wild. And they do the flashback and she's like twirling on the pole. And Heather is like,
Heather was
"You're losing
yeah,
my mind." Oh my God, Heather.
Heather's this is pre-Monstro Heather when she was like such an uptight square. That's something like a
Well, she
stripper
was,
sender.
I'm losing my mind. And so it sounds like the stripper bowl got retired when she became a CEO. So
Oh,
serious. So much
for
work to do. Being a CEO,
so
running a
much
business.
for what?
And so
No,
now she feels like it's a sign from God to get back on that pole.
I love that.
And
And I
her flower is opening up.
yes. And I'm excited for her. I'm very happy for her. She's getting some clarity.
Yeah.
She didn't get any clarity from that lunch, but I think she's getting some internal
Yeah, I
clarity.
would say like her timeline, her storyline right now is kind of like what a little bit, but I'm enjoying it. But
I just like her, especially later in this episode. We haven't gotten there, but she really shines. Uh,
when is she
like
later in this episode?
when she it goes
Oh my
the
God, the Brittany orchid scene. Oh my God, okay.
but no,
Yeah,
we're
we're
not
gonna
there
get
yet. We're
there.
not there yet, people. But we will get there. We
Oh
will
yeah,
get there.
we will get there. We're
I'm
gonna be
just
talking
watching it like
about
this.
how to we're not moms yet or
Moms.
ever, but you know, we have thoughts. We have moms, so
Yeah,
we have some thoughts. So
experience.
then we get to the Premier Vita Lounge with Bronwyn and Lisa. So Bronwyn walks in with like her dollar bill bag. I don't know what
Yes.
that was, but she's always wearing something that I'm like, what? Like like you with the
Yes.
chicken feet, and then I'm like, what's that bag? Entering the Premier Vita Lounge, which I guess is new, because I was like, what is this? But it seems to be new, and I clocked it. It was used as a venue at Sundance in season one. They didn't do a
Okay.
flashback, but she mentioned like, oh yeah, we used to use this space for Sundance. Like I do remember it from season one.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
Lisa's wearing like a PJ look, like a little like pajamas outfit. Um, and they just immediately launch into their saris.
Yeah, pretty much. I know. I don't know if I like wrote much. I wrote. It sounds so much like to me. The conversation wasn't word salad. It felt more like word spaghetti, where it just kind of felt like wrong. Like they did kind of say sorry, but they,
Well, they said
they are.
sorry in the housewife way, which it's like, yeah, I said some really awful things, but I'm sorry. And it's like, mm, saying sorry is more than that, actually.
Oh, I don't know.
Because when you say awful things, it's more, it's not like, it's just, I feel like it just gives, these are housewives, so why am I like putting them on a different standard? But in the real world, when you say awful things and then you say sorry, that does not mean you can just say awful things again and you just apologize again and again. Like you really have to like dive deep into that. But I don't want them to do that work.
No,
They don't need
no.
to do that. It's fine. This is good. This is fine.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, because yeah, it wasn't even. It was like, what did they keep saying? I've done some bad things, and I'm holding myself accountable. Like I'm accountable for that. But it's
Yeah.
like, what's this accountability?
Well, like there's a couple of things that like drove me nuts about this, mostly from Lisa's side. So she's like, I just got really upset at the get out party. Um, at the Amy Steele Ranch house party. She's like, I really like I got sent over the edge when you brought up John because John's my safe space. And like I just can't handle that. And people who aren't involved in his life, if they say anything about him, like that's just not okay. She started that fight by
Right,
calling Bronwyn a gout esser.
sir. Don't say it in Italy. Don't say it in Italy. I don't want that.
I don't want to foul this lobby with these
No, no, no,
words,
no.
okay?
Yes, yes,
And says that Bronwyn S's D
yes.
to get to for her husband to buy her clothes. I'm like, Lisa, how can John be like this safe space that no one can touch? And you are saying like actually the most vile things about another woman's marriage and specifically her husband.
Ron Point says it. She's like, you essentially like called me a whore, and Lisa says, I never called you a whore. I never called you. I wish Brahma would have said like, yeah. Actually, you called me something worse. You called me a.
And I'm like Lisa, what
On
you
her.
think what you said is not calling someone a whore? Like, come on. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, Bronwyn describes their fights as like a race to the bottom.
This
And um And yeah, and they have a truce that husbands are going to be off limits and kids are off limits, which I think is fair.
I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um, and then kind of Bronwyn goes into a little bit. So then they're like, so how are you? Now we can be like normal
Exactly.
friends. And Bronwyn says that, you know, like she is having, some challenges with her mom and some disagreements with her mom because there's like essentially like it sounds like Muzzy is a much more loving grandmother than a mother. And see Muzzy in that role of like just having like a free, like loving relationship with Gwen, but then like still, it is it's hard on Bronwyn. And Bronwyn just talks about how she desires control in her life and she wants to control how other people see her. And she doesn't want to end up like her mom was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Bronwyn, you are
After
making yourself miserable because the people you are closest to treat you miserably.
exactly, exactly, and you're choosing to, yeah, and you're choosing to like be
And
in
you're
it.
trying to control like people who
Yeah.
make you feel like you're trying to control things so like the people that make you miserable can maybe make you less miserable. Yeah.
It's not. It's not good. As we're gonna see later in the episode,
Oh,
it's bad.
when when the
It's
when the
personally good but
baby
bad,
Gap drama, when Gap got pulled into it,
dude. I'm
angry.
I'm
I'm
horrified.
like,
It was really more horrible than anything I could have imagined. I had my I had my I had my eye on Lizzie since we saw her last episode, but this was
mm-mm.
y'all. It's bad. It's bad. Elena Ferrante wishes she wrote a character like Lizzie. Let me say that. I'll say it.
So next scene is we have Mary and Big Joe driving and headed towards church. I see Big Joe and I'm like, wait, was he the guy that was like working on her house and she was like really mean to him? Or was the guy, or was he the guy that she podcasted with and she was really mean to him? And maybe both. Maybe
Oh,
both.
I don't remember those
Well, I
guys.
know he was definitely the general contractor because she then talks later about him being the general contractor. So I definitely know because he like was doing work on the house and she just was like, he's my cousin, but why is he like so bad at this? Like I love him, but like he's not good. Like I would not like y'all don't call him. Yeah, he's family, so
So I gotta support. Yeah, and I mean, he pretty much says the same thing about how his work on the church.
hmm
But now saying like, yeah, he's working on the church. It took him a year just to even like
do floors upstairs. But her
and so
house is like 6,000 square feet. That would take me a long time.
but this church, come on.
Well,
And the
yeah,
way she said it's like, oh, he's really milking it. He's really milking it, but he's family. Well, but I love him, but he's really milking. I'm just like, okay, okay,
yeah,
Mary.
she comes in and she's like, "What's the blind? The blinds need to change. Oh, there's a nail out."
Nail sticking
She's
out.
she sees everything. Also, those like the pictures of Mama and Jesus,
Mama.
and they're roped off with like a red rope, like it's a private
Yeah,
art gallery.
I
It's
mean,
like don't touch.
you just went to Offici.
Yeah,
Alice, you know what art looks like.
I was like, yeah, this is cordoned off. Like, don't get too close.
Yeah.
Like, and we probably have videos here and some of these incredible pieces of Mama with Jesus himself. Um, so yeah, so Joe asked about Robert Jr. And he talks about how Robert's first steps were on the church stage. And yeah, it's sweet. He starts tearing up, asking about Robert. Yeah, and Mary says that they are more close than ever, but also knowing that, like, also being closer, she knows when he's falling off. Like, she knows when he's relapsing because she's aware that he is using drugs.
That's
So,
tough.
very
That's tough.
tough. And
And then they kind of it
Mary,
kind of
oh my God, they go into the family drama.
talk about an episode where like we're talking about moms. Like we
The
are talking about
moms are a lot. They're
yeah.
a lot this episode. So Mary says, for some reason, my mom thought she was taking everything over. How?
How could you possibly think that
How
as the
could she possibly?
daughter?
as
of
the
the woman
dir-
that started this church. Why could she? How could she possibly, in her
but
right
she
mind,
was the next
think
in
of that?
line. She didn't think it was going to skip a generation to her daughter, and she didn't think her daughter was going to marry her.
She said she wants to say grandfather. She didn't say, we're always like highlighting, like, oh, it's her step grandfather, it's her step grandfather, but, and which it is. I mean, which it is. It's not like this is not news. But she fully just says, like, she wants to say, like, what do you think? I was super into marrying my I mean, marrying who I was
My
going to marry.
No, and
Marry.
it's okay. So like there are like deep dives and stuff about Mary and step grandfather and mother and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I listened to the deep dive like over a month ago at this point. But when this all happened, it like got like litigated like out in the can you still hear me? It says my
Yes.
internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, I
it's
can still hear you.
everything's good. Okay.
Yeah, everything's
Italy.
good. Oof.
So hard. Um, but it got like litigated in the court system and stuff. And the court did prove, or they did, Robert Sr. and this other woman were like convicted of forging signatures related to the will. Because essentially, no, mama died unexpectedly. They did not think she was going to die. And then she had like essentially a heart attack and died. And Mary and Robert Sr. claim that she told them in person that these were her wishes, but she did not write them down. They were not in the will. It was all like hearsay. And then supposedly there were some forged documents, and then they had to do like a payout of like $1 million to Mary's mom. And that was like the court system. And that was just me remembering a podcast from a month ago. But so it's like it's messy. It's
It's
messy.
very
And
messy.
then they talk about this showdown that happened in the
Yes,
church.
her mom pretty much pulled a January 6th on the church.
Yes. It was like Succession, Gangs of New York. Like she
Yes,
literally comes in with her posse and is
yes.
like, I'm taking the church over. Try to stop me. She's like getting on the stage, like, I'll start the choir. Come on, sing, sing. Like, look at me. And then they call the police, and the police are like, who do we escort out? And then it's like, who do we escort out? Is it Mary's mom? Or is it Mary? And the police decided that day. Well, the church decided, and the police escorted Mary's mom out, and then that was the end. And I was like, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
no, the end of their
And
relationship.
and we learned that Mary's mom died like a couple months ago. And so that part of her life, she feels like it's full circle or it just never was resolved. And that's done.
It's
Yeah.
wild. Really, really wild. Yeah, and she's so caught up in it. She gets, she cries a little bit. She gets sniffly. She goes into her uh, purse, pulls a little Kleenex out. Wait, is it a Kleenex? Oh no, it's a Louis Vuitton mask.
It looks like a Louis Vuitton face mask.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. And Big Joe says it. He's like, because I think she's like, wait, what is this? And he's like, oh, I think that's a Louis. She just seized on a Louis. I'm like, oh, Mary.
Oh, our
Uh,
Mary. So then we
what a
go to the salon, which I haven't looked up Angie's salons. I guess they're all called Lunatic Fringe. I need to like look into
I
what
need to
she's
look at.
actually running there. But her cosmetology license expired some time ago, and supposedly she is wanting to renew it. And so she's going to give Heather a perm. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
okay, I guess. Um, um,
And then Angie launches into the story. Our sage
yes. Okay, yeah. So yeah,
re-enters.
we see our girl Sage again, which I was very actually. It kind of threw me for a loop because I think I was like, I do like Sage so much that I saw her and I was immediately like, oh my god, this is great. I
And
was
then
like,
you're
oh
like,
my
what are
god,
you
this is Sage.
doing?
And then I was bamboozled, as we all were, as Angie definitely was, when Sage is there saying, "Oh, hey, I'm Lisa's," and because you don't know, like, I'm Lisa's assistant. I'm here to pick up the fresh wolf items. And Angie's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Oh, okay, like it's definitely like weird. I mean, it's strange.
Like
Like,
you
are
don't have like they're just like in storage. Like you don't have to. No, no. I'm picking them up and Lisa's gonna pay you. She's like, you don't, what are you talking about? You don't need to pay me.
you need to do
Um, I mean, Lisa might have dirt on Sage, and that's why Sage has to do this dirty work, you know. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's just being an employee, doing her job. And I hope Sage is okay.
that?
So yeah, then there's like this like you see like Angie going down.
Angie really does look so little, so little, so petite.
Goes in the storage unit, starts packing up the fresh wolf, goes
Yes,
upstairs. It's dusty.
it
It's
is
been in
dusty.
storage. It's just been sitting here. Gives it to Sage. Sage walks out, and then Lisa Venmos her $600.
And the way it looks, it does look like it's what do you think? Do you think it is that immediate? Like, do you think Lisa was maybe like in a car
I think
outside?
yeah, Lisa was in the parking lot,
Was it just like
100%. 100%.
and it was later that she sent this Venmo?
I also think it could be later. Somehow with the way it was filmed, I'm like, how did it like obviously it was staged in some way that there was like a producer ready to like film her
Oh
going down the steps and stuff, but I don't
yeah, this is real. This is all real. It's not
I
fake.
don't want to know about that. I don't want to know how the pasta's made. Um, and then Angie leaves a voice note. Do you ever send voice notes?
Ooh, you know what? I
Because I've been receiving them more from some friends.
exactly. I
It's
have some.
unhinged and it's fun.
Yeah, I have some friends that do a lot of voice notes, which it's so funny. Like when they do it, exactly like it's fine. It's a delight when a friend leaves a voice note, but I don't really do it. I don't think to do it much. But
Yeah,
this
because
the note or the voice note that Angie leaves Lisa after Lisa has like Venmoed. Oh yeah, so yeah, Lisa Venmoed Angie $600. She's like,
and
okay, yeah.
Angie's like, maybe you don't need to pay me that money. Maybe you should spend that money on people that you owe money to.
Well, and also part of Lisa's message also included meant like, oh, maybe I can like, here's the money. Oh, maybe I can send my cleaners too. Sorry, your salon is so dusty. Which of course, it's so funny. That's what makes Angie go crazy. I feel like that's what like makes her like breathe fire.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
exactly, she sends
exactly.
the
My
money and she
salon
sends
is
out the
not dusty.
message.
Well, like Lisa
The
or
salon is not
Angie,
dusty,
Angie
but
lives
your
in like
products are.
in a mausoleum like cube house. Like there's no dust in that house. Her house is very clean, but Electra doesn't like it. So
And so yeah,
we
Angie keeps going after saying about like you should give that money to people you owe it to. And my salon is not dusty. Your products are though because th've been sitting here for 2 years.
and then
Like
Lisa just her thing with digging up stuff on people. She's like, yeah, well, you like borrow money to go on vacations on credit cards you shouldn't use. I'm like, using a credit card that you shouldn't use on a vacation, like welcome to everyone I know's life.
yeah, I'm like you're literally describing using a because it says like oh at least I don't have to borrow money to take vacations and pay it back after using a card. It's like that's literally how a credit card works. You
This is
borrow
what,
like
yeah.
borrow and you pay it off.
And
Like,
like
what are we like?
no one, like the whole point of a vacation is you don't need to go on it. You don't
Yeah,
need to, but you want to.
too.
So you go.
So yeah,
So you go.
yeah.
Um,
Anything you paid off, I don't like. That was bizarre. That was bizarre, man. So, um, yeah,
Angie mentions to Heather, because she's like, this is all like flashbacks while she's talking to Heather and
yes.
stuff. She mentions to Heather Lisa's bowling ball black hair,
Black hair.
which I've been meaning to bring up to you. What do you think about her
Yes.
like darker hair color? I feel like it's a little I liked it lighter. It just feels like the black. It doesn't feel like
Yeah.
really natural on her.
Exactly. That's exactly it. I find it a bit jarring because it seems like it's all just like has gone so dark. Exactly. Like the black hair, her tan, her like the self tanner has gone
Hmm.
really dark. The smoky eye, that like that crazy smoky eye we saw in the first episode, like or second episode, like
Well, her
is
glam's been
super dark.
fixed. I did notice that in her talking head that like her eyes are fixed down.
Yeah. So yeah, I just think it's like way too dark. It's like, girl, Lisa, you're a white girl from New York. Like, it's fine. Like, that's good. You should like lean into
Yeah,
that.
just
Like,
and
all of
her
a sudden,
hair was
you're
a
very
very
pretty.
dark
Like, she's
brown
very,
before.
yeah,
I think it's like gone a little too anyway.
a little
My
too. Yeah.
thoughts.
Anyway,
Um, oh, and
she
then
is.
we get to the
Here we go.
Orchid dynasty,
Yes, yes.
which Whitney and Brittany enter. And they just do some like quick sorries to get it off, to just get it out of the way. I am sorry for coming after your business. I am sorry that I said you SD for your job, whatever your job is.
Yeah, it's literally what is your job still, right? But yeah, which I liked. I was just like, yeah, whatever. It's like y'all were just like feeling fiery. Fine. Let's just like say sorry
Yeah.
and move on. I think Whitney goes on to ask Britt, like, "Oh, are you and Jared still did like, oh, what?" Because maybe Britt brought up Jared, like, "Oh, are y'all still
Hmm.
together on there?" Britt's like, "Well, no, no, we're not together, but I mean, we're working towards being back together and getting engaged again."
Yeah, what I understand is they're just definitely dating. They're just not engaged. They never broke up. Like them calling the engagement off wasn't them breaking up. It's just they're dating. Their version of dating. Um, because they're taking things slow in the name of our kids. Like save
Yeah,
it. In the name of your kids.
freaking Brittany, freaking save it, because I think Wit then asked her like, "Oh yeah, like what does your daughter think of it, Olivia? Like what does she think of it?" And Britt says like, "Oh, I think she wants me, you know, I
She
to
says Olivia wants to see her mom not choose a man over her. Oof. And
wait,
Whitney is like, does that mean not dating for a while? And Bertani goes, I don't know. I
no,
don't know. I actually haven't asked her. And it's like, you should ask her, like explicitly, what does that mean? Because if it meant you not dating for a while, could you do it for your daughter? And she's like, Brittany's like holding this like cactus plant and is just kind of like stroking like a cactus. And she's like, um, yeah, if she like didn't want me to date. Oh, I think Nina
I know.
stepped away.
Sorry, I'm a little sorry. The sun was coming in so strong. Sorry, y'all. I had
Oh
to.
yeah, no, no worries, no worries.
So yeah, yeah,
Protect yourself.
yeah. I'm listening.
Brittany's like, I don't know, that would be a big ask.
It would be a really big
I don't know if
ask,
I could do that.
girl. And you can truly see the shock in Whitney's face, like her trying to talk to Britt, and Whitney literally just saying things like, "Your daughter comes first. Like you should care about your daughter more
Oh, I
than."
care about her.
And Britt is looking back at Whitney, like Whit is looking in shock at Britt, like I can't believe I have to tell a mom to like care about her kids.
Yeah.
And Brittany is looking back at Wit with this look on her face, like, yeah, exactly. Like she has never thought about her kids. She has never in her whole life given a second to thinking, huh,
Well, I
I
think
wonder.
she's definitely thought about her kids, but her kids being like, we would like for you to think of us like before a man.
Yeah.
And I think she thinks about her kids after,
Oh,
after
girl.
man, well after man.
Way, way
And
after.
she's like, well, shit, Olivia doesn't make time for me. So like if I didn't date a man, what would I do? Just sit at home? Yeah,
And
sit at home.
and Whitney literally takes the cactus. She's like,
Yes.
she takes a cactus because she's like, the way you're talking about it right now, it's like it's actually like freaking me out a little bit. Like you're listening to me, right? Like you need to like listen to your daughter and value your daughter. Yes, like you need to like spend time with her. And I mean, this whole time, of course, I'm watching this scene. Of course, I'm just like so shocked by Brit's inability to like think about her kids first. But I gotta say, I was whooping it up for Whitney. I was like, that's my girl right there. That's right. Tell her. Like, I was like, okay, like Whitney, she's got her like moments, but I was just like, this is my girl right here. Yes.
Yeah,
Like, it
and
was
I liked her point of saying, like when you're an adult, you still need your mom. Like when
yes.
I've had a tough times with my mom, and I've been struggling because CEO Whitney didn't go well, and she needed her mom. And I agree. As an adult, you still need your mom. Um, Yeah, Brittany, it didn't get through to Brittany.
It did not.
No,
No, for a second.
no, it did
None,
not.
none of that went through. Um, oh,
They
oh,
just
the lights.
they just turned off the lights in here. It's okay. We can keep potting. As long as they don't close the door.
Oh my God. Listen. Listen.
Oh my
For
God.
those listening, they turned off one pair of lights and now they've turned out the lights behind her.
Yeah, if I just start yelling at someone to not close the door in on me because I don't want to sleep in this breakfast lounge, I might, because I can probably walk and talk and I can move to like the lobby.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Let's
Okay.
do that.
So we can move to where are we? I'm looking at my notes.
We're going to Bronwyn's house.
Oh, we're
That's
going
why.
to Muzzy. Oh my God. Okay.
Let's,
Okay. You kick off the Muzzy convo and I'll
okay.
start walking.
Gosh. Okay, people, where do I start? Okay, so after that wild conversation with Whitney and Britt at this like orchard sanctuary or whatever, we go back. We are now at Bronwyn's house, Bronwyn's like palatial mansion, and let's see, it's like it kind of looks like her and Muzzy are hanging out in the living room, and then we see Gwen, her daughter, and her boyfriend come up, and they're heading out the door, and of course they're
Hmm.
like, oh wait, where are y'all going? It's like, oh, we're going bowling. We're going bowling. We go every Wednesday. We're going bowling, and of course, and Muzzy's like, oh, that's cute. Oh, you're going bowling. That's nice. Um, and Bronwyn is like, they're not going bowling. Like, don't listen to them. They're not. And they're fully leaning in, like, yeah, we're going bowling. We're in a league. Oh yeah, we go every Wednesday. It's like our thing. And Bronwyn thinks it's bullshit. Muzzy thinks it's adorable. So they just like send them on their way. They go on.
Yeah.
Um, and then Muzzy and Bronwyn kind of talk about it, like because Bronwyn keeps is like, I really don't think they're going bowling. I just
I
think
think they're going bowling.
they're going
I,
bowling too. Is that funny? Like when they said that, I'm like, no, I actually really think they're going bowling.
yeah,
Like
and
I,
it's so yeah, and then so essentially Muzzy, and Bronwyn's like, I just like let them do what they want. And Muzzy's like, yeah, I know. And Muzzy's being judgy that Bronwyn invited her boyfriend, like for Gwen's boyfriend to like live with them.
yeah.
And, and Muzzy's like, or wait, Muzzy Bronwyn. Bronwyn is like, honestly, it doesn't bother me. Like, it just doesn't bother me that they like live here and that they're like doing their lives and they're like adults and they're like, sharing a bedroom and all of that. And so and then Muzzy's like, yeah, well, so that means Gwen isn't bothered either,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
It's like what? She's like, yeah, she's not bothered because she's following your example.
Yes, following your example. Um, and and
Which
Bronwyn's like, yeah,
Which I'm glad Bronwyn kind of took because I wrote it. Because I'm taking these notes as I'm watching the scene, and of course I immediately in all caps write like, right, because she's insinuating that yes, like Gwen is having maybe like unprotected sex with her boyfriend,
or just
um,
premarital.
premarital, yeah,
Yeah.
sex with her boyfriend, and essentially trying to
Like
like
Gwen's following
that's
your
right, shaming
example.
for this. It's like she's following your example, the way that you had sex
Hmm.
premaritally, and I
And Bronwyn's like, I don't want any sneakiness in our
yeah.
relationship. Like, I want her to be able to come to me and her to be honest. And and Muzzy's like, yeah, I've seen parenting like that, and it never works.
And Bronwyn turns it around. Thank goodness. This is why I wrote. It was like, well, what example was you? What example were you,
Yeah,
Muzzy?
do you
You
think you
think
were
you
good
were
at parenting?
such an amazing parent? Like that. Like Bronwyn got pregnant when she was a teenager. Again, like not that I think that's like I personally think that's a horrible thing, but it's like, girl, Muzzy,
Well, and
off.
like what she's saying is she's like, Mom, you were like trying so hard for me to, not do these bad things like premarital sex, and BYU was trying to do it too. And like, hey, like I was
I
young
was
and
yeah. It was
I'm
just
like a
like
human.
it
It
happened.
happened. And um and Prom was like, yeah, it happened. And Muzzy is like, she's saying she never once considered like her daughter like drinking, smoking, or having premarital sex because she raised her kids not to, and she would have literally like put her head on the chopping block and got her head chopped off at the at if anyone questioned that. And I'm like, that's kind of I feel like just like from a parent thinking that you have that much like control over the decisions that your children make, especially as they get older and older, like you can't control all those things. And like those are also those three things are things that are very like they happen a lot.
They
Like
happen a lot, and they don't make them bad, and they're not bad kids for doing it. So also like exactly putting them in
yeah.
this like crazy like pedestal.
It's
Um,
like it being like so shocking because it happened and it's like you shouldn't have been that shocked that it happened.
yeah, it
Just
was
because
just
I just think it's like a crazy notion that like yes you may raise your kids a certain way but it's like your kid is going to like do
yeah.
what you just hope that they make like good decisions and are like kind and loving and all of that but like that level of control like oh no because I raised them they'll never drink their whole lives because I raised them that way they'll never smoke their whole lives. I'm like I
Yeah, it's like I don't know, hot take. Your kids are gonna fuck up, and as a parent, you're still supposed to love them.
yes thank you Nina
Sorry,
yes
sorry. That's my
yes
that's my hot take towards Muzzy. Which it during this conversation, you can see that Muzzy's love and affection are extremely conditional. Extremely.
well
Like,
Muzzy's like yeah and I just think tough love works and then she like giggles. And then Bronwyn shares that during her pregnancy, there's nothing celebrated about Bronwyn's pregnancy. And she was, you know, constantly so many awkward moments, so many shameful moments. She didn't have a baby shower. Also, we learned that her two older sisters were
we're pregnant
pregnant
at the
at
same
that
time.
same time.
Such a beautiful, like, really, like, moment that you could share with your family and with your
Yeah,
sisters. And this mom, I mean,
the baby gap.
do you want to tell the baby gap story?
Well, they're at Baby Gap, and I have so many formative childhood memories at Gap because I was a Gap baby. Like I could literally tell you the layout of the Gap store that we went to my whole life at the mall until like the mall closed. Um, and so like I bought my first, well, not I bought, my mom bought my first bra for me at
Really?
Gap.
Oh, that's cute.
And so
That
it was like a little like training bra. And I remember when we were like shopping for it, I was so embarrassed about it. And I was like, Mom, can you like go up to the counter and act like you're buying it for yourself and not me? And she's like, Well, it's clearly not like I could not no, like I could not. I'm like, but Mom, can you? And she was like, okay. So she went up the store and was like, I really like this and I'm getting it for myself. And I was just like in the back, like,
and that's a good mom. And that's a good mom. Okay.
and they're like,
So see, we
okay.
know good moms. We have experience with good moms, and Muzzy is not a good mom
So
because
she's a
what does she do at the
So
baby
they're
gap?
all there's like so her sisters and her are there and Muzzy says, "Oh, I'm getting this for my granddaughter." And then she looks at Bronwyn and she says, "Oh, are you having a girl?" And Bronwyn's like, "Oh no, no. Like don't." And she's like, "Oh, I thought you were pregnant. I'm sorry." And then the associate is like, "Oh, are you gonna get some?" And Bronwyn's like, "Yes, I am pregnant." She's like, "Oh, are you gonna get something for her baby?" And Muzzy said, "No." Nope. No baby gap clothes for baby Gwen.
I'm gonna say for anybody listening, what Muzzy is doing is not tough love. She
No.
is shaming her daughter for being a human being, and
For
it's
20
not even
years ago. 20
yeah.
freaking years ago.
It's not even like for a like people want to call it like if it was a mistake or not. Like she had like a beautiful, healthy kid who seems to be doing great. Like this well yeah, it's like yeah, just shaming your daughter for something like this. It's like this isn't tough love. Like talk like making her feel like crap for again like not a mistake, like she did not do anything wrong. Sorry, like having yes getting pregnant when you're young, like having a kid, of course it's very I can only imagine it seems very difficult, seems really tough. I can only even imagine the like the taboo of doing it when you're in a very strict religion, but nothing Bronwyn did was wrong. She didn't do anything wrong, and so for Muzzy to
And
keep
also it was completely Bronwyn's choice to
exactly.
keep Gwen because she then brings up like, yeah, and then when you had the
Yes.
baby, it felt like she was just dumped into our daycare. Like we had to take care of this baby because if we didn't take care of her, then she would end up in foster care and we didn't want that. I'm like, oh my God.
I
Like
mean, you could totally
Gwen would have or Bronwyn would have never have let Gwen go into foster care. Like that was her
her.
baby girl. No, never. So don't even say that. And my
She's
God,
literally,
you were just you
yeah, it's
Bronwyn is
horrible.
like
I'm just
what?
like,
Is a 19-year-old girl and her parents are helping her raise this kid. That is literally family. That's how family works.
yes, and like this again. You are shaming you're shaming your daughter for babysitting your own grandkid. Like you're trying to make her feel bad, saying like, "Oh well, if we didn't babysit her, then she would have been in the foster care system." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
just look watching over your own granddaughter, like baby,
And then
adorable baby.
Muzzie's like, yeah, you never like because you really didn't want her to be adopted. You like were so steadfast on keeping her. I'm like, that is Bronwyn's choice as a mother. She got pregnant. She wanted to keep this baby girl, and she has. And she's raised an amazing young
Yes.
woman.
Again, like just making her, yeah, just trying to make her feel horrible for literally doing nothing wrong, for loving her
Oh,
daughter.
and then
She
we
had a daughter.
close out with Muzzy going, just because I don't tell you that you're wonderful doesn't mean I don't think you are, which I'm like, that's shitty that you can't even say it out loud. And then
No, like,
she continues to say, I'm
mhm.
just busy being careful that you don't think you are so wonderful that you're so good. Like she's like her Muzzy is specifically trying not to lift up Bronwyn because she doesn't want Bronwyn to get like an ego or like
Exactly.
get conceited or like whatever the hell her reasoning is. But she's like, oh yeah, I don't tell you that you're wonderful because I don't want you to think you're wonderful. Like I actually like don't want you to feel that way about yourself. And I, as your mom, I'm like working
Working
towards that goal.
towards that goal. That made me sick to my stomach. It really did. Like, it's sick. Get this woman,
And
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn, she is literally housing her
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Like that is your
Taking
like the
care of her dad with dementia and like paying for,
yes,
like,
and is like literally supporting her parents completely, it sounds like, and is housing her mom, and this is how her mom treats her.
it's sick. It's really, really sick. Fuck you, Muzzy. Fuck, fuck that bitch. I, I hate her. I hate Muzzy. Sorry. It's horrible. Like, talk about, man. Yeah, I haven't. I feel like I haven't just like someone on my TV in quite a while, and this is just like some villain shit that
I'm
is.
feeling the evil column of the alignment chart is going to be
I think
Muzzy focused.
Muzzy, 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 Muzzy. I need to like edit flames and just have it all be, and like
Yeah.
and like her eyes red, 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 red. Yeah, she's evil, evil, evil. I hope I never meet someone like her. I hope I'm never in the presence. I hope my friends' kids are never in the presence of someone like this. I hope like I hope the people that I love and care about never experience this sort of person, this sort of relationship.
Because the people I think are wonderful, I love telling them that I think they're
I love to,
wonderful.
and I'm with them every single day, and I love that they know that they're wonderful.
And if anybody gets pregnant, they can make whatever choice they want with
Amen.
their for their baby.
Yeah, I mean I support them,
Period.
and I will love them no matter what.
So
Anyway,
let's move on from that
and
lady.
we move on from that.
Bye bye, Muzzy. So then
Yeah,
we go on to the closing scene that maybe is going to set up some new drama
yes,
with Angie and Meredith going to Sunroom Coffee. And for a second, I was like, oh, Sunroof Coffee, because we have a Sunroof Coffee in Athens. But they have Sunroom. Yeah, and they walk into there, and Meredith, of course, mentions she has a caviar refrigerator in her car.
I
And
miss
I'm just
that.
like, so, you know what it reminded me of? It's so like I've heard that there's some dogs that have like gastrointestinal issues and they can only eat kangaroo and they have like kangaroo meat shipped in from Australia for their dogs. Like it's a thing. Like I know of like two families that feed their dogs like exclusively like kangaroo. And I'm just like, is Meredith like that dog that can only
You
eat
can only
caviar?
exclusively eat fancy caviar.
Because like what is going on? Like
Again, maybe life on Ozempic. You really just need a couple of little fish. You just need to pop in a couple of fish eggs and you're good. And you're
that's
full.
it. And you're
That's what
good.
tea is.
You're good. And so Angie catches up Meredith on the salon drama, and then Angie drops a bomb, maybe. I think she's trying to activate Meredith. She's trying to wake her up. Like,
Exactly.
okay, let's
Bless
put
her. Someone needs to back
we're putting the outlet in the socket. We're getting you charged up, honey.
Let's do it.
Let's turn her on.
Let's
And
power up.
she says that when Angie and Meredith were fighting, and Angie was close with Lisa at that time, Lisa would call her up and say point blank, encourage her to dig up stuff on Meredith and Meredith's family. Do you
Yep,
believe this?
I do.
I do too, 100%.
100%.
100%. She's like,
110.
Google this person. This is how they spell their name. Supposedly there's bankruptcy, shoplifting. I was kind of like, shoplifting.
I know, yeah.
I'm a little curious.
They're very specific. Yeah, Angie says that she didn't look into it, but I'm like, I don't know, Angie, you brought like up some kind of like specific things, like
I
exactly like the
think you looked into it, but
yeah,
she's doing that housewife thing where she like gets it on camera, but she's trying not to be the one like last season when Meredith was like, "Oh, I'm only bringing up Alibaba because I'm worried about your business." But like
like
you're
okay,
you're airing like what you want to air. So maybe Angie's doing that a bit, but she's mostly trying to like, make Lisa look even worse. But so essentially the power dynamics have changed in that Lisa and Angie are now the main ones
yeah.
knocking heads. And Bronwyn and Lisa are now kind of made up. So I'm wondering like what the fighting dynamic will be in a group with Bronwyn being like doing her nod. I see Lisa's point. I do. I do. I have to say, nah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. I don't know. It's hard to because I do feel like Meredith is so Lisa pilled that it's really hard for me to picture her going up like I don't know, fighting with Lisa.
I think
But
we see like a preview for next week that she's like, Lisa, are you bringing up things about my family? Are you going after my family? Which Lisa's just going to go, no, no,
no,
that's a lie. So we'll see how
and
far it gets. But I know there's some Angie, Lisa yelling in the next episode. So maybe that would be fun.
yeah, maybe next episode we'll have um, some fun yapping, some fun fighting. I would love a break from the heavy mom stuff. That would be just nice.
Yeah,
Just for
it's like sick dads, evil moms. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
yeah, MLMs. Like, okay, I'm kind of tapped out with the heavy stuff, and I
It's like lady business luncheons, or and then it's like having conversations with your mom that sucks. And that's kind
yeah.
of where the season is right now. So no, I'm kind of ready for some new time, some new storylines to crop up.
Yes, yes, yes. New storylines. I'm excited for. I know the trip, the big trip is, and whatever any other trips are coming farther down the line. But I want some fun. I want some fun. Come on, ladies. But I've been having fun watching it so far. So
Of course, of course. Well, I know you have a Survivor watch party to
yes,
go to that I will
and
not
I
be
know you.
at,
And
and
I
I
know
need to go
sleep.
to bed.
You know, go to bed because the hotel is closing around you. They are shutting down, and you are still.
I'm still up and I'm still potting. So, anyway, everybody, thank you for listening and follow us on Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube. I will be potting from Italy for the next 3 podcast episodes. So, it's going to be a fun way to catch up on what I'm up to. So, so yeah, stick around and then I'll be back in Nina's arms,
Hmm.
potting with her very soon. I miss you, honey.
Yes, back in God's country. Yes.
But I hope you have an amazing rest of your night, Nina.
Thank you. You too. Love you. Hope you're having a
Bye
great time.
bye. Bye bye, sweetie.